Okay, witches, I want to talk to you about how to use your FAFO oil because I know there's been a ton of questions about it. I know I've written a bunch of stuff about it, but sometimes reading all the things isn't how we always work. So I thought it would be easy and helpful to make you a video, show you how to use it. So I have one of the bottles of FAFO. This is FAFO released round 2. This recipe's a little bit different than the first one. They're both effective. They're both excellent, so you can't go wrong. Whenever you want to work with your oils, you want to do what I just did. You want to shake them up, wake them up, and sort of focus on your intention when you're doing that. The glitter is pretty. The glitter boosts spell work. It kind of catches the light. It shoots the light all around. It adds that extra oomph, but it also awakens your oil, the magic, the spell work in there when you shake it. So when you want to look at the glitter and you shake it, your spell work's like, oh, hi, mom. So you're going to shake your oil before you use it. But let's kind of talk about what FAFO is for. Okay. FAFO, fuck around and find out. So this is an oil that is like, oh, really? You went ahead and did that? Guess what? It's a retribution oil. It's an energy distribution oil. It sends back what belongs to somebody else. Some of you might think this is like a bad or mean spell, or an oil. Don't use it if you feel that way. This is really, in my opinion, an oil that's kind of about empowerment. It's about having the self-awareness to be like, all this is not mine, doesn't belong with me. I'm gonna go back to you, because we'll keep what's ours. When we've done our self-work, we keep what's ours. We know where we had a role to play in something, and we're all right with that. But when someone's coming in, doing the most, causing chaos, harming us, harming others, harming the world on the whole, and we're pretty clear that that's inappropriate and unnecessary, no thanks. You can go ahead and keep your energy. Because why are we going to invite in something hostile, bad, dysfunctional, traumatizing, something that just doesn't belong to us? Why are we going to take that off of someone's hands? Do you know what I mean? Like if someone was like, oh, here's a big bag of all of my trauma and issues. Here you go. Would you be like, oh, thank you? No. You'd be like, I'm good. I got my own bag. It's the same thing. This is the same thing. So I really want you to think about it like that, okay? We're returning something to someone that originated within them, and all it does is hurt other people, because there are people out there that are hurtful. There are people out there that aren't nice. There are people out there who are causing unchecked harm to others, and we're not trying to let that be allowed. If you're a witch, if you're a spiritual person, I want you to have the confident ability to be like, this is not okay, this is not aligned, this isn't how we behave. And then I want you to be able to be like, I'm not going to allow that around here, And we can do this on a grand scale, or we can do it in a smaller scale in our lived experiences in our own life. And I think it's important in your self-work, if you're on a self-work journey, I think it's important for you to have the goal of being able to recognize when someone else is being harmful to you, and recognizing when it's not you didn't cause that, you're not a part of that. I think it's important for you to recognize that there's other people's energy and there's your own energy, and they can be different, and not everything bad is not a reflection of you. I think that's a good goal if you're doing some self-work. So with FAFO, let's say you've identified this person came in, they upset my child, they were abusive to them. This person came in and they took advantage of a whole situation and spun it in their favor and hurt a bunch of people along the way. This person is in a position of power, and they're manipulating that power, and they're using that power to be fucked up towards other people. Like, this person totally screwed me over, and now my life is like all kinds of messed up and it's not right. this person's being like really bad to some like other person, some old person, and they are defenseless and it's wrong. This person was very abuseful, traumatizing, and harmful to blah, blah, blah. Because this oil is designed to return harmful, negative, malicious, ill-intentioned, traumatizing, violent energy back to the person from whom it originated. Not more, not less, but they're going to receive an equal portion of what they've put out, and that's what it does. Okay? So that's where we're kind of like figuring out, like, what am I seeking FAFO about? Like, what am I sending to you? Like, what are you getting retribution for? And I have spelled it so it can't bounce back onto you. If you're accidentally touching it, you're not going to get FAFO'd yourself, right? Like I try to spell all my stuff to be like user friendly and like protect the user like from themselves, because I know beginners and people new to the craft tend to want to dive in but are scared. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for them to dive in without fear, because I don't want you to be scared that it's going to do something to you. So it's if it gets on you, if it spills, it's only going to seek the person or situation or system or government official or administration or whatever that it is intended to go after. It's not going to randomly slam you. So that's good. I do want you to be cautious with it. There's a ton of ingredients in here. They're not all the nicest ingredients. There's not wasp venom in it per se, but there was a wasp who had volunteered itself and left itself somewhere for us. A substantial FAFO wasp in a tea bag steeping in the oil. So it's just like exercise immense caution. This is why I say when you're using FAFO, I want you to use a paintbrush to administer it. Round one FAFO was because I just was really nervous that people were not going to treat it properly or not have the appropriate amount of respect for it. With round two, I feel like you guys understand this is an oil to be taken seriously, but I still think it's best because of the spicy ingredients. There's a lot of spicy ingredients in here. Spicy, right? So because of the ingredients, I want you to be cautious with getting it on yourself. On a side note that is very much related to that though, like I know like when, I don't have any other ones in here. I know when I release oils, I'm like, put them on your bracelets, put them on your jewelry, like wear your oils, like, and I want you to do that. Like you get to like enchant your belongings basically by doing that. Like fucking cool. Like you get to wear whatever spells you want. You get to mix and match. Like I'm gonna do success and money today. I'm gonna do like glamour and luck. Like, you know, that's dope. I don't want you to wear FAFO like ever, because it's not for your energy. It's for someone else's energy. This is like a spell of reception. It's a spell that, it's like, think of it like the post office for bad vibes. It's gonna carry someone's bad energy to somebody else back to that person and like deliver it to them and be like, oh, looks like you forgot this somewhere. This belongs with you. You don't need to wear that, okay? Like, don't wear it. There's a wasp in it. Please don't wear it, okay? So that said, if you want to, you can just take a piece of paper and you can like write down like who or what you're targeting that that deserves to receive their own energy back upon themselves. And it's not really necessarily their own energy, because once harm is done, it's like, okay, their energy came and exploded like a bomb on people. So it's not really their energy. It is the reciprocity of the impact of their energy, the reverberation, the footprint of it, but also the whole blast zone of it. That's what we're giving to them. Okay. So you would write down, you don't have to write this in any specific format. You would write down their name, their location. If it's a corporation administration, like branch of something, you can just write down the acronyms for it or whatever. If it's a specific person, write that down. It doesn't have to be all in like special petition-y format or whatever. It can be. Okay. If you want to write a full petition, I would love for you to do that. So when I'm doing like education explanation videos, I'm speaking to people who are really like beginner, and I'm also speaking to people who have more knowledge, or who are more comfortable or more advanced. And so like I'm talking to you both. If you are new and you're scared, like visualize the person, whatever, write down their name. If you are more advanced and you know how to write a petition, I want you to do it. I do. Use your brilliance, right? So you can write down your petition, who it's going to, where they're at, what they're going to go ahead and get, and all that stuff. Before you fold it or do anything else with it, you're going to dip your brush in the FAFO oil. You're going to paint them, the whole thing, with the oil while you're doing it, because this part is the spell as well. Petition writing, petition anointing, that's part of the spell. The spell is not just when you're lighting the candle, if you're even going to light a candle. But in general, in spell work, this is the spell too. Okay, doing this is spell work. So while you're painting it, feel that feeling, dispatch it to them. It's going. And you're like, you know what? You're going to get this and you're going to get that. And I really want you to come from a place of feeling like being right. You're not scared. You're not upset. You're not like, you're like, this is what you're like, okay? You're like, I cannot believe that you went ahead and did this thing. You're going to see what happens now. You're going to see what happens now, right? Like, this is the energy. Someone fucked with someone, something, whatever that's important to you, and you know that they're absolutely wrong. The audacity. I cannot believe it. Are you kidding me? This is the energy. Cast from a place of being right. This is so fucked up. If you need to like get hyped in your group chat before you do this so you can remind yourself you're right, do that. If you need to like listen to some rage music, put on some like Korn or something, do that. If you need to like look at pictures in your phone to kind of get you in that space, do it, because you're harnessing the energy that already lives in you. It's already there. This is why witchcraft is self-work. We're going to put it out. We're going to get it out of us. And we're going to be like, I see what happened here. That's yours. Okay, put it on there. Feel the feeling. Dispatch it. You're going to visualize taking this thing. This thing is the envelope. It's going to take it over there. They're going to open it. It's going to go off. Okay? So that's a visualization. That is not a real thing we're doing, obviously. That's what we're doing with our energy. It's an energetic thing that we're doing. We would never do that in real life, obviously. Okay, now you could just do that, okay? If you are going to fold it away from you, okay? Fold it away, fold it away, fold it away. And you can, every fold, you can slather that bitch, okay? Slather it all the time. Make it gross. If you want to hold it with tweezers or tongs or something, that's fine. Some people wear gloves. It's up to you. Okay? Trust yourself. Now, if you do want to do a candle, a FAFO candle, you're going to take a candle. It can be one of the chimes. It can be one like this. This is actually a reversal candle, so that's pretty cool. You're going to carve their name at minimum on the candle, but also like what you want them to receive, how you want them to receive it. Short and sweet. The shorter and more direct your spell is, the more impactful it's going to be for always, just so we know. Too many words, you're journaling, you're not writing a spell. And make sure your words don't contradict each other. Make sure you're not calling in something and revoking something at the same time, because that just sends confusing signals to your spell work. Okay? Right now, I know everybody has a hard time with this. Carving down is when you want to kind of get rid of something. Carving up is when you want to call something in. For FAFO, it works either direction, because we're getting rid of the energy from us. We're calling in that energy for that person. Don't overthink it. Just write on the candle. Okay? Write your stuff on the candle. Take same thing you wrote on the petition. And if you didn't want to do a petition, you want to do a candle instead, fine. Take your thing, paint it on. Now your candle's ready to be lit. Okay? You can also put the oil on someone's photograph or picture if you have it printed. You can put it on their stuff. If you have something that reminds you of them, put it on their stuff. You can put it somewhere they're going to be. You can kind of cross the threshold where they go. Whatever you want. You can just think like a witch. You got to get clever and creative. But pop-it work with the oil is excellent. Candle work with the oil is excellent. I wouldn't put it on a crystal, because the crystal is going to just probably try to neutralize the energy anyway, and then it's like in your house. Because what you don't want to do is keep it in your house. Whenever you do justice work, you want to kind of get rid of it ASAP. So for like if you did the petition, you could burn it, and then I would blow the ashes off property, or put them in a crossroads maybe. The crossroads is iffy for me actually with these spell remains, because you're directing, you really want it to go somewhere. So I would actually probably just blow the ashes off property, and like on a road even, and be like, find them, because all roads connect to each other. So I might do it that way. For the candles, you can just burn the candle remains if there are any. Get yourself a cauldron, put some like sage or something in there, put some Palo Santo, put something you like, resin, frankincense resin, clear it while you burn the remains. It'll clear it out for you. The poppet, you want to keep it, if you're going to keep a poppet of somebody that you're going to kind of like do stuff with like that, you want to keep it in like a box in a dark kind of place that you don't visit often in your home, crawl space, somewhere in a basement maybe, a not frequently used like bathroom closet, something like that. And then I would put a perimeter of salt around that item. That I'm being extra cautious here. You just don't want seepage of the energy, right? That's all. So I think that's all the things I wanted to talk to you about with FAFO. You don't have to panic about it getting on you. You don't have to panic about where you're keeping it. Remind yourself that when you shake it, you activate the spell work, although you're going to shake it anyway to look at the pretty glitter. So that's good. When you're about to do your spell, you can talk to the oil bottle and be like, for this one, this is what I'm doing. Get yourself in the right mind space. Play music that keeps you in that mind space. Play music that aligns with the spell work and sends the message. When you're done, be really happy that you did it, and let it be done, and be like, sucks to suck, they're gonna get what they deserve, and let yourself feel the relief of having done the thing, because you did a good job. Okay, I think that's all for this one. I will be back making more videos on how to use other things, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.